Tama ba ang ginagawa mo? Lahat ikaw ang gumagawa. Gising ka ng maaga. You handle the problems. Ikaw ang nagde-decide. You work harder than anyone on your team. And in all of that, akala mo tama ang lahat ng ginagawa mo. Pero anak, after years of running businesses and helping business owners build better teams, may natutunan akong isang bagay na medyo masakit tanggapin. The biggest leadership mistake is not the one you know you're making. Yung paulit-ulit mong pagkakamali. It's the one that you keep repeating kasi akala mo tama ka na. Yung pattern that keeps showing up in your business, hindi gawa yan ng team mo. You built that. At ikaw din ang dahilan kung bakit tuloy-tuloy yan kahit hindi mo namamalayan. Tulad nitong message na natanggap ko. Sabi niya, Mami N, bakit parang hindi nagbabago ang behavior ng team ko? I've been correcting them pero same pa rin. And somehow, para ako lang ang parating tama at sila puro mali yung ginagawa nila. Paano ko mababago ang mga tao ko? Anak, my honest answer is this. Bago mo baguhin ang team mo, you need to look at yourself first. Because sometimes, the behavior of a team is a reflection of the leader. Ito, yung usual 5 mistakes that business owners keep repeating. Kasi akala nila tama yung ginagawa nila. Number 1, you think telling is the same as leading. Number 2, you correct the mistake pero hindi yung pattern. Number 3, you set the emotion, not the standard. Number 4, you built a culture that only works when you are present. And number 5, you don't have a system. You have habits. Isa-isahin natin. Number 1, nagsasalita ka, hindi nagtuturo. Have you ever noticed this? Every morning, siniset mo kung ano ang gagawin ng team mo. Ni-explain mo kung anong kailangan gawin para malinaw naman sa iyo. And then by the afternoon, tumatawag na sila sa iyo. Still, asking questions. Hindi pa rin makakilos ng mag-isa. Nakakainis, di ba? That's exactly what Vicky was feeling. Siya at kanyang husband na si Theo owns an LPG retail and delivery business. She handles the drivers, the routes, the schedule, the delivery sequence. Every morning, sinasabi niya, ito ang ruta mo, ito yung order, ito yung gagawin mo today. Pero pagdating ng 2 p.m., yung mga tawag-tawag ng tao papasok na. Ma'am, anong gagawin ko dito? Ma'am, wala sa listahan ito Ma'am, hindi kami sure. Of course, na-frustrate talaga si Vicky sa mga nangyayaring ganyan. Sinabi ko na sa kanila, bakit hindi sila makagalaw on their own? Anak, ito yung lesson. Ito yung hindi niya nakita. Just telling people what to do is not the same as leading them. So when you just say what needs to be done once, verbally, in the rush of the morning, nagbibigay ka ng information. You are not leading. Leadership is when your team knows what to do even when you are not around. Na-train na sila, na-practice na, naayos na kapag nagkamali. Enough that they can already act without waiting on you. So, ang difference, telling is about speaking. The leading is about them being ready. Kung palagi silang tumatawag sa iyo for answers, you are not teaching them. Tinasagot mo lang ang mga tanong nila. Masakit, no? Kasi tomorrow, they will call again. Number 2, inaayos mo ang tao, hindi proseso. Tama ba yun? Has this ever happened to you? Nagkamali ang staff mo, you pull them aside. They apologize. Sabi nila, hindi na mauulit. Tapos after 1 week, same mistake, ibang tao. Ibang araw, same result. Ganito ang experience ni Mayet. She has a baby products and supplies business. Nagbebenta siya ng diapers, nursing essentials, at everything that young parents need. She has a small team handling orders, packaging, at saka customer service. Kapag nagkakamali yung isang tao, maling item na lagay, hindi naka-label ang package, late ang response sa customers, she would pull that person aside and say, next time, huwag nang maulit ng ganyan ha, mag-ingat ka. Magsusorry ang staff, hindi na po mauulit ma'am. Pero it would happen again. Ibang staff, ibang order, exact same problem. And every time she thought, bakit ganitong mga tao ko? Anak, here's the lesson. When the same mistake keeps happening, kahit sa ibang tao, kahit sa ibang araw, it's not a people problem. Problema yan ng proseso. Maybe there's no checklist. Maybe hindi malinaw ang training mo. Maybe it was shown once and never practiced again. Walang sistema na nagko-coach ng error bago pa man makarating sa customer. And every time you correct the person person without fixing the process, paulit-ulit kang magko-correct sa ibang tao para sa same na problem. So the next time something goes wrong, wag mo munang itanong kung sino ang nagkamali. Ask yourself, what part of the process is missing? Kasi para maging maayos ang team mo, hindi lang magagaling na tao ang kailangan. You need a proper system as well. Pangatlo, ang mood mo ang standard. Have you ever noticed this about your team? Kapag masaya ka, masaya rin sila. Quick, energized, moving fast. But when you are stressed, parang lahat ay biglang tumitigil. Quiet, confused, hindi alam kung anong gagawin. Sound familiar? Ganito ang nangyari sa negosyo nila Benny and Kay. They run a water refilling station. Si Kay hands-on, masigasig, always present. Her team loves her, and because they love her, whatever mood she is in, sumusunod sila. When Kay is happy, everything runs smoothly. Orders go out fast, customers are attended to, walang aberya. Kapag stressed si Kay, the whole station feels it, biglang mabagal, biglang tahimik, biglang puro mali. Napansin ito ni Benny at ganito ang sinabi niya sa team. Alam nyo, ang business natin, sumusunod to sa mood ni Kay hindi sa kung ano ang patakaran. And he was right. The lesson is this. When your team's performance depends on how you are feeling that day, hindi yun leadership. That's emotional dependence. You see, your team should not be reading your face every morning para malaman kung gaano sila kasipag magtrabaho on that day. They should be following a standard, not your mood. Because you won't always show up at your best, di ba anak? May mga araw na pagod ka, may mga araw na may problema, and that's normal. And don't beat yourself up about it. Pero tandaan mo na ang negosyo mo should still run. Dapat maayos pa rin. Kahit na hindi ka nasa pinakamabuting mood that day. That's not just good leadership. That's a well-built business. Pang-apat, wala ka, wala ring galaw. Have you ever tried stepping away for a few hours at pagbalik mo parang may hindi na ayos? Or do you feel like when you're not there, everything becomes slow? Yun yung napansin ni Rudy. He and his wife Mina run a dried fish wholesale and retail business. May bodega sila, regular na buyers, at team na humahawak ng inventory and deliveries. And when Rudy is around, everything moves. Inventory check, orders entered, deliveries confirmed. Pero kapag wala na siya, whether nasa market siya, nakikipag-usap sa supplier, or nagpapahinga lang, may kulang na. The team slowed down. Nagtatanong ng paulit-ulit, yung output bumabagsak. Nagtanong si Rudy sa sarili niya, do they really need me here just for the business to function? Anak, the answer is, oo. And that's a structure problem, not a people problem. When your business runs because you're physically present, hindi ka nagtatayo ng business. You build a job for yourself, and that job cannot grow. The goal of a well-run business is this. The operations ay dapat tuloy-tuloy, whether you are watching or not. How do you get there? Tatlong bagay. 1, clear accountability. Alam ng bawat isa kung ano ang kanilang responsibility, hindi generally but specifically. Pangalawa, a documented process. Nakasulat ang mga steps, may checklist, may standard na masusundan sila. Pangatlo, a regular reporting rhythm. Ang team mo ay ang nag-a-update sa iyo on a set schedule. Hindi kailangan nandoon ka para malaman kung ano ang nangyayari. Presence-based leadership, ang tawag doon, masipag. Structure-based leadership, yun yung tinatawag na maayos. You cannot grow a business that only works when you are in the room. Number 5, paraan mo, hindi sistema. Have you noticed this in your own business? Tumatakbo ang lahat, pero depende kung sino ang nandoon. When the person who knows how is absent, walang nakakakilos ng maayos. And that's what Marie walked into when she expanded. May 3 dental clinic branches na siya. Okay na okay ang reputation, loyal na pasyente, experienced staff. Pero when she grew to a 3rd branch, may napansin siya na nagdala sa kanya ng worry. Each branch was running differently. The patient experience was not consistent. Depende pa kung saang branch siya pumunta. Kaya nagtaka si Marie. Sabi niya, matagal na nga ang mga staff na yan. Bakit hindi sila consistent? Anak, eto ang sagot. They had a way of doing things but no system to back it up. Yung mga unang staff na na-hire sa bawat branch, nag-develop ng kanya-kanyang way of doing things. Yun ay ipinasa sa susunod na staff. Not through proper training, but through ganyan kasi lagi naming ginagawa. Until each branch became its own business. Running not on systems, but on stories of dito kasi ganito kami. This is one of the most overlooked leadership mistakes in growing businesses. Kapag ang paraan ng paggawa ay nakasalalay sa kung sino ang nakakaalala kung paano, that is not a system, that is called tribal knowledge. And tribal knowledge breaks the moment that person leaves. A real system has three things. First of all, documented. Nakasulat, visible, accessible to anyone. Pangalawa, it's trainable. A new person can learn from it without relying on someone else to explain it differently the next time. Pangatlo, it's measurable. Malalaman mo kung sinusunod ito and you can correct it if not. A business that runs on habits is fragile. Ang business na tumatakbo based on system, yun anak ang pwedeng mag-grow, pwedeng mag-scale. So I hope anak that those 5 mistakes made you pause for a moment. Kasi kung mapapansin mo, there's one thing that they all have in common. None of these business owners were doing it on purpose. Ginagawa lang nila ang akala nilang tama. Working hard, wanting things to get better, but good intentions, kailangan ng tamang structure para maging maganda ang resulta. Remember, telling is not leading. Ang pag-ayos ng isang tao ay hindi pag-aayos ng proseso. Your emotion is not the standard and being present is not a system. And your habits are not your process. That's the shift we can make together. From masipag to marunong to maayos and eventually to malaya. Malaya means that your business grows even when you rest. Kung saan ang team mo ay nagtatrabaho dahil may sistema na, not because you are watching. Where you lead, not because you're always there, kundi dahil itinayo mo ang isang bagay na hindi nangangailangan sa iyo sa bawat hakbang. Here we talk about what's really happening inside growing businesses. People problems, structure problems, the patterns you have been feeling for a long time pero hindi mo pa alam kung paano ayusin. Kaya anak, you don't have to figure it out by yourself. If your business is 3 years old or more and you are feeling stuck, even though you never stopped working, I can help you get that clarity. Kung gusto mo ng personal guidance from me, book a free clarity call with my team. It is for business owners who are already running and ready to move forward, not just to stay busy. Nandyan sa baba ang link, kaya remember, let's be business-minded Pinoy.